Good evening, YouTubers. This is your zip code Freak. Matt Shiny here in the 92805 zip code at the ZCF Studios in Southern California on this Tuesday, July the 21st. I forgot what day of the week it was the first. How about that, folks? And we're going to be talking about the state of Delaware tonight as an overview. We'll be doing one of its zip codes. There's maybe under 100, I think, that are demographic zip codes. Everything else are P.O. boxes and special buildings and stuff like that. Delaware was first inhabited by European types in the mid-1600s. The Dutch and then later the Swedes came over and did some stuff. That's why the river going through Wilmington is still called Christina today, after the Queen at that time of Sweden. And eventually the British in 1664 put an end to both of those folks having control over this area, and that they took over. And for a while, it was almost like part of Pennsylvania. They shared a governor for a bit. And initially, they were not all that happy about the revolution when it broke out. But they eventually came around and became the first state to ratify the Constitution on December 7th, 1787. As a slave society, it was a slave state. It never left the Union. It was never part of the Confederacy, excuse me. But it was a slave state. A lot of tobacco growing in this area. It is the second smallest state in area. 2,489 square miles total. 1,949 of that is land. You could put 2.5 orange counties and have Delaware, essentially, for land. Fewer people, though. Today, Delaware has a population of just over 1,050,000 thereabouts. The ethnic makeup is 66.9% white, 24.2% black, 4.8% Asian, 0.8% American Indian, 0.1% Hawaiian and Pacific Islander, 3.2% two or more races, and about 11.7% of the population, regardless of their race, is Hispanic. Delaware zip codes, and we'll talk, which is what this show is about. Delaware zip codes are anything starting with 197 and going through 199. Pennsylvania is to its north, Maryland is to its west and south. It's on what's called the Delmarva Peninsula, and New Jersey has a water border with it across the Delaware River to its northeast. There's about 25 miles of Atlantic coastline as well at the southeastern end of the state. 45th in population, as I said. 6th in population density, even though it's a small state in both area and population, 490 people per square mile. So that's kind of thick for a state. It's still growing. There's a 6.3% change in population between 2020 and 2024. About 24% of the state is forested, and the rest of the land is given over to cities and farms. A lot of the biggest industry here in the state actually is the chemical industry, because of the company probably everybody knows that's here, DuPont. Chemicals and pharmaceuticals is what these people put out. As far as the farming, soybean is the largest plant crop, and poultry is the largest thing that lives and breeds and walks. That is a farm crop. I would say chicken and turkeys especially. Someone I know is from there, and he'll probably be watching this. And if you have anything to add, feel free to add it in the comments, because there are 3 counties, and there's one area code for phones, 302. It's not projected to need to be either divided or overlaid until 2033. It's been stable for the past 86 years since it has been the area code for Delaware for phones. And there's a canal running just south of, not too far south of Wilmington, that divides the state into 2 parts, Upper Delaware and what they call Lower Slower Delaware. Much of the land mass is below the canal. I don't think the population is divided evenly, though, between the two at all. Still more people in the northern part. But, I looked at the zip code we're going to be talking about a little bit, and I'm surprised how many people live in that one. And we will get to it tomorrow. Anyway, Delaware for you in a nutshell. Very small one at that. If you like, hit like, leave a comment in the comment section below, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.